Yes, namaste and good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Very, very good to see you all back to this platform.
Good morning, sir.
I have been waiting. Yes, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Though not feeling well because of the cough, common cold, but yet I'm ready for taking your classes. And I'm using my madam's laptop today. Yes, thank you very much.
Good morning, sir.
I've come to know that you people have been going through the unit language functions. So without delay, I would like to share the screen and we'll have a very abundant discussion over the language functions.
Sir, excuse me.
Yes, you are excused, sir.
Sir, यो पेशागतको भइरहेछ कि सर के छ दोस्रो पत्रको यसो जानकारी पाउँछ र म नयाँ स्टुडेन्ट हो.
All right, thank you, welcome. So this is purely subjective for English, not professional. That what we call pesagat. And for more details, you can contact to Union Education. You will have the number. And
So सरले यो यो भ्याएपछि हाम्रो यो विषयगत भ्याइयो भनेपछि सुरु गर्ने भनेर भन्नुभएको छ. साथीहरुको धेरैको बाँकी छ सर है, नातिनु होला, त्यो पनि हुन्छ.
सर मलाई इंग्लिश ग्रुपमा मेसेन्जरमा पनि जोइन गराइदिनु भन्नु न सबै साथीहरुलाई कसैलाई. यो दुई
ठीक
दिन
छ सर, हामीले गरौँला, फ्रेन्ड रिक्वेस्ट पठाउनु होला, त्यो जोइन गरौँला. त्यस्तो भर्चुअल ग्रुप केही भएन. पढ्दै जाउँ साथी. अब यो उ चाहिँ यो पेशागतमा पनि यो भ्याइने बित्तिकै जोड्ने क्लास हुन्छ. नातिनु होला.
हजुर अहिले इंग्लिश ग्रुपमा जोइन गर्दा राम्रो हुन्थ्यो भन्ने हो एडमा.
ए हुन्छ, नभए मलाई अशोक खत्री भन्ने त्यो उसमा मलाई रिक्वेस्ट पठाउनु होला, भइहाल्छ.
हजुरको मैले सर्च गरेको फोटो भेटाएन के, अब चिनिदैन फोटो नभएर त्यही भएर हो सर.
ठीक छ, सरलाई नै पठाउँदा पनि हुन्छ, सर पनि ग्रुपमै हुनुहुन्छ, त्यस्तो समस्या हुँदैन. अब उ हाम्रो दिना कुचवार भन्ने हाम्रो म्याडम हुनुहुन्छ, कविराज सर हुनुहुन्छ, त्यस्तो चाहिँ चिन्ता नलिनुस् है, भइहाल्छ आजै.
You don't need to worry about that. You will get it.
तपाई कन्ट्याक्ट नम्बर छोडिदिनु न मेसेज च्याटमा, अनि म तपाईलाई फोन गरेर फाइन पठाउँछु.
Okay. Let's move ahead, sir.
All right. Thank you. Let me share the screen. Okay.
मेरी क्लास शुरू हुआ इससे बोल रहे हैं ये एक्शन है.
Actually disturbing sound here.
I will not allow you to talk. That one I will make you listen to me. Amit sir, you can respond to me, okay? Amit sir, are you listening to my voice? You can unmute. Amit Kumar Chaudhary. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I have been listening.
Yes. So I'm allowing you only today to respond me whether you are listening to me or not. Okay, sir and madam, you know very well, Unit 3 language functions is designed for lower secondary level examinations. Amit sir, sound coming from you? You just mute yourself when you are not responding. Okay, sir?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes. And for lower secondary, TSC examination, language functions, you can look at unit 3. And it's very, very important chapter, very well. Why it is important, I have just mentioned you. This is language functions and objective questions, 5 marks. 5 marks objectives, you understand? 5 marks objective and subjective questions, 5 marks. I'm a little bit suffering from common cough. Sorry for that. Objective questions 5 marks and subjective questions 5 marks. Then we must have a very, very good discussion over the objective questions. I will make a package. Today I will just make you simply repeat the topic because that has been already taught by Ramesh sir. I will go through language functions and I will take your content knowledge, how much you have understood about the language functions, because it is one of the important language aspect. Yes, because teaching language aspects, under teaching language aspect, we know that there is vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, and language functions. Yes, that is communicative language function. And objective questions 5 marks, subjective questions 5 marks. It means we have to discuss at least 3 hands out of the subjective questions. So each and every subjective questions should include all the things that I simply prefer to present you. I prefer to present you the presentation, quotations, and the points and final conclusion as well. So there are some confusions that I have come through your questions, that in case of how questions, still you are feeling some difficulties in question of how. This is a pedagogical questions, how question. And if you have any queries, please write on the chat box. I'll simply answer your chat box as well. The questions of how do you teach language function? The question is, for example. So you have to mention all the activities that you perform in the classroom. Either you mention with the activities or you mention with teaching learning activities in PPP model. No problem. Presentation, practice, and production. Yes, and in that model as well, you can present. But under presentation, how do you present language functions? For example, creating language. Creating the situations for language functions. A lot of things are there. How do you create situations? For example, for socializing language function, for socializing social language functions, how do you make the situations? So all these things, if your answers, how do you teach language function in just 5 points, I don't think you will get good marks. So please be aware of that. I'm pretty sure that you people will get very good advantage of taking my class. At least you will understand the way I need to present, or we need to present. We are supposed to present in our answers. Hope let's please cooperate me. So very important. अब तपाईलाई समस्या छैन, ल्याङ्ग्वेज फङ्सन भनेको युनिट 3 रहेछ. अनि कति मार्क्सको आउँछ भन्ने पनि समस्या छैन नि, हैन? बिकज आई अलवेज मेड द सेम थिङ. कति मार्क्सको आउँछ, कुन आउँछ, अब्जेक्टिभ क्वेसन 5 मार्क्स आउने भएपछि हामी वी हैव टु डिस्कस. इफ वी डिस्कस ओन्ली 4 क्वेसन्स अफ अब्जेक्टिभ क्वेसन्स, then that can't be enough for you. So at least we have to discuss not less than 20 questions if we are particularly going from the language functions. So we are trying to finish the course within few days, and along with the revisions. Then right after we finish, then for 4-5 days we leave for practicing the objective questions, set items, set 1, all 40 questions from all chapters that according to your syllabus will come. So be prepared for that. I will make it, and I will try to conclude it very nicely. Let's hope like that. Okay. So let me continue. Actually, there in the syllabus only 2 chapters are given: defining language functions, types of language functions only. Yes. Yeah, object question is not discussed. You will get lot of discussion. Don't worry. Tomorrow you will get objective questions and one how do you teach questions. Miss one hands out and objective questions perhaps. If big set of objective questions is prepared, then we will only discuss objective questions because 5 marks not a joke. Not a joke. So we have to discuss on language functions, objective questions very nicely. So I'm just revising you the ideas that has been taught by Ramesh sir. What's language functions? We know that function means काम कर्तव्य. What is the function of language? Very simple. To succeed the communication, the main function of language is to make the utterances meaningful in communication so that communication takes place. Yes. No matter, we don't worry about the structure, we don't worry about the form, we just worry about the function. For example, if I produce a sound, mobile phone is just a single, mobile phone. 2 words are there. It's a phrase. So producing mobile phone, it is enough for the communication. It does mean that I do have a mobile phone. So Sir has mobile phone in his hand. There is mobile phone on the table. So lots of things, lots of communication takes place only with a single production or with a single utterances. That is a function. Very interesting, because function deals with the meaning part. It deals with the purpose part. Okay. So let me continue. A language function is the purpose of speaking the sentence. Look at that. Sentence or phrase. For example, I'm sorry refers to the function of apologizing. Good morning refers to the function of greeting. Yes. Second point. Amish sir, can you read second point? Otherwise, I will ask Kavi sir as well. Amish sir, I have allowed you.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Please read the slides. Please help me for today. Not
Which point, sir? First or second?
second and third.
Well, language is the highly developed form of human communication, which has variety of functions: transmission of messages, a vehicle for thoughts to immerse, society activity, and medium of learning. And the third point is a language function refers to what students do with language as they engage with content and interact with others. Thank you, sir.
Look at the first sentence. That is very important. Language function is the purpose of speaking the sentence or phrase. Very simple. Is the purpose of speaking the sentence or phrase? Is the purpose of speaking the any utterances? This is very simple idea about the language function. So if somebody asks you, I'm not giving you just, I'm giving you some theoretical ideas, sir and madam. It's a content knowledge. I'm not going with the particular, hands out. How do you teach language function? What is language function? It's not like that. I'm just dealing with, I'm trying to develop your, theoretical concept. What is language functions? If somebody asks you questions, the very simple idea is that. Continue.
Language, second point, okay, sir?
Yes. Let's continue. Person represents the active use of language for a specific purpose. Active use of language for a specific purpose. Go on. Now, please, sir, go on reading.
Okay, a function of language refers to the purpose for which an utterance or unit of language is used. The functional use of language can't be determined simply by studying the grammatical structure of the sentences, rather determined by the purpose for which they are used. Example, sentences of the imperative form may perform a variety of the different functions. Number A, open the door as an order, and number B, open the door please as a request. Number C, try to open the door as a suggestion. Number D, turn on the gas as instruction. And number E, come round on Saturday as invitation.
Yes. Very important thing is, in case of function special deals with the purpose of for which an utterance or unit of language is used. The functional use of language can't be determined simply by studying the grammatical structure of sentence, rather determined by the purpose for which they are used. Very important thing is purpose, right? Purpose is very important. I have red highlighted it. Sentences of the imperative form may perform a variety of different functions. Look at that. Even a single form might contain a lot of functions. Imperative form might have a different function. You see here. All starting from V1. Open the door, please. Try to open the door, turn on the gas, come round on Saturday. So now I need your responses. I need your responses. How much you understood? Now, in your idea, please answer me. What is language function now? Please write in your chat box. What do you understand about language function now? I want your answers in the chat box. How much you have understood about language function, purpose for which a piece of language is used. Yes. Please write what you understand. Yes. Belimaji. Right. Please carry on. Good. Yes. Now you can stop. Please read this sentence very much. There's a variety of functions: transmission of message, a vehicle, form, thought to immerse, social activity, medium of learning. Active use of language for a specific purpose. Whatever definitions you can collect different definitions. Make your answer very cumbersome, very big. Can you answer me? What are the main three types of language functions? What are the main three types? If you talk about the classification of language functions in various ways, you might be confused. Oh, sir, according to the Jacobson's theories, according to the Meliuan's theories, according to the Naomi's theories, according to the other classification, what Trubisky classification. We have lots of classification, but what are the main three types of language functions? Can you answer me in your chat box? What are the main three types of language functions? This is what you need to understand. This is a very simple understanding, sir and madam. Tomorrow, my main concern will be like that, because the objective questions will come from here. Main types of language function. I'm not talking about the form. Form is a different chapter. We have to discuss about the, if you are writing a little bit about language functions, we have to tell that how it is really different from language form. I will come with that also. Language function is different from language form. This is one idea of language function. I'm not asking you the form. I'm just asking the main three types of language functions. Now you see here. won't take more time because I have a lot of things to show today because I have to revise. It is a revision, sir and madam. What you are missing? You feel that how much you are missing from language functions, because still there are many things that you are you will miss. Who will help me? Sangeeta Adhikari madam. Can you read? I am unmuted, yes.
Okay, sir. And
What
which
are
one?
three main types of language functions, madam? What are they?
There are three types of language
Language function. What they are? Three main.
Descriptive,
They are the
as-
main types. Remember. Yes. Go on. Point.
descriptive, expressive, and social. Descriptive means to convey the factual information. Example, it must be below 10 degrees temperature outside. And expressive means to convey personal expression. It's wonderful idea to visit Ilam. Social, to convey the social relationship with others. Interpersonal, we are going to invite Dina. She is so friendly.
Yes. Dina, are you listening to me? We are going to invite Dina. She is so friendly. So descriptive, expressive, and social. We have three types of functions. Descriptive means factual information. Expressive means expression, emotion. About the emotions, emotion part. That is expressive, descriptive, expressive, and social. Let me go ahead. I'm just talking about the three main types of language functions. Okay, main types of language, three main types of language functions. If you are talking about a function, what is the function? There are two types of language function. They are grammatical function and communicative function as well. We have to understand the theory part. Yes, grammatical function and communicative function. You can see. And we are reading communicative functions, not grammatical functions. So We have to understand if you are asked in objective questions, then you have to understand what is grammatical function, what is communicative function. Yes, Sangeeta madam. Please read fast.
Grammatical function and
Yes.
communicative
एउटा
function.
सेन्टेन्स भित्रको इलिमेन्ट्सहरु कसरी इन्टररिलेटेड छन्, कसरी रिलेसनमा छन् भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ यो ग्रामेटिकल फंक्शन कुरा हो. If you are a student of linguistics, you understand what is the grammatical function. Tomorrow I will ask in objective question, sir and madam. Be ready. भोलि फेरि ग्रामेटिकल क्वेशनमा सब्जेक्ट प्रेडिकेट verb यो के फंक्शन हो, कम्युनिकेटिभ फंक्शन हो कि ग्रामेटिकल फंक्शन हो, then you have to understand that. This Ram is subject, played football yesterday is the predicate. Played is the verb, football is object, yesterday is adjunct. Yes. So what is the difference between grammatical function and communicative functions? Got it? Yeah, Belimaji, I have not unmuted you. Yeah, Sangeeta ji, you continue fast, and next time I will allow Belimaji.
Okay, sir. Grammatical function. It refers to the relationship that constitute a sentence has with the other constituent subject, predicted, a verb, object, complement, adjunct. Example: Ram played football yesterday. Communicative function. It refers to the ways in which a language is used in a community in order to fulfill the communicative needs such as requesting, introducing, offering, suggesting, etc. Will you possibly dance on the stage? That is example of communicative function.
Yes, you are right. How the words like Ram played football yesterday? How Ram function is a subject agent of the whole action? How played plays the role of Bob, and how football plays the role of object? Yesterday plays the role of adjunct. So grammatical function and communicative functions. Let me go ahead. Now the question of form and function relationship. Please do the screenshot. Now it's turn for Belimaji. I have unmuted you.
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Form and function, form function relation. Form and function differences of form and function. Refers
on the top. Read from on the top. What is the difference? Function relationship.
Yes. Okay. One form may have many functions, and many forms may have only one function. Why don't you close the window? And interrogative form of a question or request. Request common suggestion complaint. And next, form and function, differences of form and function. First of all, form refers to the structure, shape, and size. To describe.
Sorry. Yes, go on.
Describes the pattern of a constituent in a sentence. Correctness, content, deals with the internal grammatical structure of a word, phrase, and sentence. Noun, pronoun, adjectives, present,
Yeah.
progress, adverbs, and next
Mm.
function. Function refers to the meaning, describe the purpose of the utterance, appropriateness, context, and deal with language. Describing people, place, and things, describing action, etc.
Yes, go on. Now you understand about the form and function. Form means the structure, function means the meaning. Very important thing. Some more ideas? Let's go through this. I will allow you, Ashok sir. Now tell me what does it mean? One form may have many functions, many forms may have only one function. What does it mean? Ashok sir, please describe it.
Okay, so same structure may have different functions, sir.
Yes.
Before you have already shown us that open the door. It's it's order,
Mm-hmm.
and open the door, please. It's a request, sir. It depends on the
Yes.
context, right?
Go on.
Yeah, function refers to the meaning, describes the purposes of the purpose of the utterance. It has appropriateness,
Yes. Go on.
context. It deals with what we do with language. Suppose that some of the examples of functions are describing people, places, and things, describing actions,
Mm-hmm.
like that also.
One form may have many functions, and many forms may have only one functions. You see here, or one function may have many forms. It means there is no one-to-one corresponding relationship between form and function. No one-to-one. One to multiple. You see here. One form may have many functions. For example, an interrogative form example is given. Why don't you close the window? Example is given. This is an interrogative form. And it has many functions: questioning, requesting, commanding, suggesting, complaining. A single form might have a different function, and many forms might have a single function. For example, many forms. For example, open the window. Command. It is a imperative form. Yes or not? Command the window. Open the window. Imperative form. But function is same. Why didn't you open the window? It's a question form, interrogative form, and the function is same. Please open the window. Command. Yes. You had better open the window. We have a different forms, but same person sometimes, and sometimes one form might have different functions. Now you understand form and function. I would like to ask you one question in chat box. Please answer me. Use of language and usage of language. Please answer correctly in your chat box. No, no, no. Please add this. Okay. Let me add here as well. Seeing here. Let me add one column over here. Today I'm using my madam's laptop, so I'm not familiar with this one. Yes. So that I can write. This is form. This is form. Yes. This is usage. It's okay. Got it? Now, form and function. Usage of language and use of language function. Content, context, correctness, appropriateness. Structure, meaning. Patterns of constituent in a sentence. Purpose of the utterance. What is function? So you have to make a form function relationship. There is no one-to-one corresponding relationship. One to multiple. This is called form function relationship. Yes, I want your answers. No, I have zoomed it. I have added 1 point. Usage of language, use of language. Okay, let me go ahead. Now understand it, the classification of Jacobsons. There are, who is Jacobson? Look, sir, who is Jacobson? Please read it. Look, sir. You can read.
Jacobson's classification of language function. The Russian linguist.
Sir, are you listening to me? Yes. The Russian linguist, Roman Jacobson. Go on. What happens? Are you listening to me? Muted again. Now,
sorry for that. Jacobson's classification of language function. The Russian linguist Roman Jacobson classifies the language functions into 6 types, corresponding to the 6 components of speech events. It means that Russian.
What does it mean? Correspond? What does corresponding to the 6 components of speech events means? Corresponding means equivalent. Components of speech events means he compares his 6 types of language functions with the speech events.
Components.
Sorry, madam. Okay. 6 components of speech events. At least we have to Finch arrows, Jacobsons, and according to Beard syllabus, TU model Beard syllabus, one language function types you have to understand. But 3 main types. What are the 3 main types? If you describe the 3 main types, what are they? Descriptive, expressive, and social. What are the 3 main types of language function? If somebody asks you a question, what is function? There are 2 types of functions. One is grammatical function. Another is communicative function. This is what you have to talk. Yes. Sir, continue, sir.
Okay, 6 components of speech events are, one is addresser. Addresser means emotive function. It refers to emotive function. Another one is number 2, addressee, conative function. Number 3, context, referential function. Number 4, contact, fative function. Number 5, code, metalingual function. Number 6, message, poetic function. They are the main
Yes.
6
Addresser.
components of speech events.
Addresser means speaker. Addresser means what? Speaker. Addresser means speaker. Yes or not, sir and madam?
Yes, sir.
Addresser means speaker. What is the function of speakers? Emotive function. For tomorrow, please get ready because there are a lot of things that you need to learn. 5 marks objective questions. Not a joke. तपाईले धेरै पढ्नु होइन है मैले स्लाइड हेरेको छु हैन तपाईले धेरै you are missing lots of things from this language functions, so don't think that I have learned many things from language functions. Still you have a lot of things to learn.
Yes, sir.
Even because of my health is not cooperating me as well today because of this common cold and cough. So please focus on my slides and focus on my presentations rather than I speak, because I don't have to speak. The slide speaks itself. Addresser means emotive function. Addressee, so conative function. This is called emotive and conative function. Who speaks? Addresser. Speaker. Listener means addressee. Context. This is a referential function. Contact. Fatigue means contact means physical distance. Fatigue function. And code. Metalingual function. Metalingual. What is the meaning of metalingual? The function of the language within the language itself is called metalingual. Metalingual भनेको language भित्रैकै फंक्सनलाई metalingual भन्छ. If somebody asks you, Ramesh stopped a car. Stopped? Yes, stopped. Halted. Stopped. Braked his car. मैले यो स्टप भन्ने शब्दलाई हाल्टेड भने ब्रेक भने सो स्टप त्यो भित्रको सिनोनिम एन्टिनिम बनाएर त्यसलाई के भनिन्छ मेटालिंगुअल फंक्शन भनिन्छ Fatigue means distance, physical and social distance. What is the distance between the listener and speaker? You understand? So, message means poetic function. Message means poetic function. Any problem, please write in chat box. Metalingual.
Belly, my ma'am is asking about fatigue function and metalingual functions.
Yes, fatigue function means distance. You know, whether the speaker is standing very close to the listener. In Saudi Arabian, conversation, they stand very close. But in our, it is different from culture to culture. That is fatigue function. Fatigue means position. Metalingual means within the language itself. एउटा word को synonym बनाएर अर्को word दियो, त्यो word को त्यसको meaning चाहिँ एउटै भयो. Meaning एउटै भयो, कुरा message एउटै गयो. कुरा केही पनि भएन. तर त्यो word लाई चेन्ज गरेर फेरि त्यो word भित्र खेलियो भने त्यसलाई के भन्छ मेटालिंगुअल भन्छ. Now you understand?
Yes, sir.
The metalingual function is the function of the language within language itself. Within the language itself. Now come to Halliday's classifications. Ashok sir, you can continue.
Okay, Halliday's classification. The British linguist Mac Halliday, 1973, states 7 functions. Number 1, instrumental function. Example, I want. Number 2, regularity. Do as I tell you. Number 3, interpersonal. Me and you. Number 4, personal. Here I come. Number 5, heuristic. Tell me why. Number 6, imaginative. Let's pretend. Number 7, informative. I have got something to tell you. They are the classification of British linguist Macaulay.
Yes. Now, any questions? Instrumental. What does instrumental means? I want. What I desire, what I want, that is called instrumental. Regularity. Do as I tell you. If we are determining others' behavior according to my behavior, it's a regularity. Giving instruction is the regularity. Regularity. This means regularity. If I have a self-expression, that is instrumental. Me and you, social function, this is interpersonal. Personal means here I come. Heuristic means tell me why, reason. Imaginative, informative. Look at imaginative and informative. What is imaginative? What is informative? I have got something to tell you, informative. Let's imagine, let's pretend. At least we have to understand this Jacobson's, heritage, and general types. About information. Now, tomorrow I will give you the example about information, about attitudes, about actions, socializing, making communication work. This is very important. We have to understand the exponents. Exponents means expression, utterance. I will write. We have to tell at least 5 exponents of each. 5 exponents of each. You understand? About
Yes, sir.
information, about attitudes. About action, socializing, and making communication work. Okay, look at that. Let me go again back. From Jacobson's, we have to read 3. Jacobson, heritage, and general types. At least 3. Jacobson, we have to understand. Heritage, we have to understand. And this one, general types. For example, what are the exponents of action? I will tell you. Confusion, you write in your chat box.
Sir, one friend was asking, what is different between predicate and verb, sir?
Yes. Actually, where we reached about that grammatical function. Yes or not, sir and madam?
Yes, sir.
Grammatical function. In grammatical function is function two types: grammatical and communicative. Grammatical function is subject, predicate, verb,
Adjunct.
object, complement, adjunct. Subject means the agent of the whole action, subject, and the rest part is all predicate. Sentence में दुईटा मात्रै भाग पूरा हुन्छ, एउटा सब्जेक्ट हुन्छ, एउटा प्रिडिकेट हुन्छ.
Rest of the subject.
सब्जेक्ट बाहेक अरु बाँकी रहेको छ, भर्ब बढाउँदापट्टि सबै प्रिडिकेट. अरु त भर्ब इज द प्रिडिकेटर, ऑब्जेक्ट इज द प्रिडिकेटर, एडजंक्ट इज द प्रिडिकेटर, कम्प्लिमेन्ट इज द प्रिडिकेटर. भनेको प्रिडिकेट बनाउनेलाई प्रिडिकेटर भन्छ. पुरा बुझ्नुभयो सब्जेक्ट र प्रिडिकेट कन्सेप्ट?
Yes, sir.
सो राम फुटबल एस्टरडे भन्ने थियो नि क्वेशन.
Yes, sir.
राम चाहिँ प्लेड फुटबल एस्टरडे चाहिँ के भयो? प्रिडिकेट भयो. अब के सुन्नु थियो अर्को? भर्ब त भइहाल्यो. भर्ब त मेन भर्ब, एक्सिलरी भर्ब. राम पछिको प्लेड भर्ब भइहाल्यो. एनी क्वेशन्स? सो टुमोरो यो म जनरल टाइप्स को यो एक्सपोनेन्ट्सहरु दिन्छु मैले हैन, त्यसपछि मैले अब्जेक्टिभ क्वेशन बनाउँछु है भोलि.
Objective question चाहिँ धेरै भन्दा धेरै पनि राम्रो हुन्छ, sir.
Because there is 5 marks, yes or not, sir?
Yes, sir. In lower secondary level.
So let me.
I think teaching learning activities. What teaching learning activities you can do to teach getting things done like this? Such kind of questions will come maybe in the examination.
Yeah. Why not? The getting things done. This is the actions. What are the exponents of the actions? We have to understand. So at least 5 exponents of each actions. If you write, then that will be fine. Yes. Getting
Sir,
things done.
Yes, sir. We want exponents, sir, like socializing.
I'll write at least 5-6 exponents. I'll write of each, and we'll discuss. And how do you teach? You will get the ends out. You will get the objective questions. Everything you will get.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you, you too, sir. Have a good day, you too.